Getting set for first pitch now at Angel Stadium. The Tigers and the Angels. Next. MLB The Show's coverage of Thursday Night Baseball brings us to Southern California and Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's the first of four between the Central leading Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Matt Vasgersian with you for another edition of Tigers Baseball here on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and this one should be a pretty interesting matchup. Now, keep in mind that the ball doesn't carry here nearly as well at night as it does in the daytime. So some of those home runs that you were hitting in batting practice are going to be warning track outs during the ball game.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers, as their order will read like this. They tee it up against a now two-time All-Star, the hard-throwing left-hander C.J. Wilson. Rajay Davis makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it two in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, there's no question they needed that victory last time out to lift their spirits a bit. I think the key here will be coming out and trying to set the tone early because they have not been a great come-from-behind ball club.
One left for Detroit. Tigers nothing. Angels due up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for the Angels is there on your screen. And a look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Side. Josh Hamilton will start things off in the bottom of the second. Break it down. Here's the 2-2 home. Oh, and he's going to beat him at their own game here as this is sharply hit to the left side and through for a base hit. Albert Pujols will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup. Again, a 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called, one away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Nick Castellanos ready to go here as we begin the third. Now the pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And the third inning gets started with a bang. Home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Home run number 5 on the year as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, so much for that 6 in a row he'd retired. That guy just says, take that.
Into the box now, James McCann. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Converging are Trout and Hamilton, but this is going to go all the way to the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Rajay Davis will stand in. He doubled to open up the ball game. First offering on the way. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Hamilton will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. One gone here in the Detroit third. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now the first pitch. And now here's Kinsler with a drive. High and deep to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run home run off the bat of Ian Kinsler. And the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too.
Victor Martinez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. 1-0. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone. So a solo home run for Victor Martinez. Number 14 on the season. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I gotta think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turning things around the way he's been getting lit up so far.
And the Angels, nothing. Colin Cowgill will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the inning is bounced up the middle, and they're going to get themselves a base runner rather quickly here as that's into center field for a leadoff single. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the shortstop. 2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that is swung on and missed as Ibar's down on strikes for out number 2.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Show Track, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the one pitch that's out of the strike zone.
The 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons with you in this one. And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Josh Hamilton will dig in. He singled it.
Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Oh, he's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Albert Pujols will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play. 0-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Very quick out to start the 5th. Rajay Davis will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. 3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Tigers add on. It's now a 5-0 score.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
Ian Kinsler will stand in now following the home. And now here's Kinsler with a drive. High and deep to left field. Hamilton is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Miguel Cabrera will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. First pitch coming. Now this is lined into left field for a base hit. One. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the next 3-2. Finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. He gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Colin Cowgill will stand in now with ball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. Carlos Perez will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Pesky at bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. 5 innings complete. Tigers lead this one 5-0. Fernando Salas will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Eric Ibar will stand in to lead at 1-1. Into right center, and they'll get a man aboard to start the inning. That's a base hit. David Freese will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats.
Man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ballgame. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. James McCann will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this one is gone, a home run. And how about that? James McCann has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this, watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
For 2. So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th. And here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
Swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
The 3-1 coming. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Josh Hamilton will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. First pitch coming. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning. Albert Pujols will step in now. 0 for 2 to this point. There now, it's full 3-2. He's set, now the pitch. On the ground for Kinsler, this could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Frank Herman will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. That's out number 1. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. To retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead it 6-0. Johnny Givotella will stand in.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout attack. As you get a look at his line so far, through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Colin Cowgill will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far to the right side. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got...
Was right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Nick Castellanos pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it heads toward the 330 sign in right. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with
to nothing, Eric Ibar will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth.
Before he loses the leadoff guy.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, but this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance to surprise you.
On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. Kinsler for 1. Throw on to first takes care of Freeze as well. It's a double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, Ike, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be any issue here as he bounces right back and he gives himself the double play.
Mike Trout will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth. Balled strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Josh Hamilton will stride in. He singled in his last play. 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys